Technology screens. We had a little downtime there for a minute. Little mix up in billing with our account. So if you try to call our website number and it came up disconnected, it's because it runs off internet. So we were able to get that fixed today. Unfortunately, it happened on a Sunday, so we were able to get that fixed today, and we're back on. All right, so like I said, stuff like this happens all the time. It's hiccups in business. But anyway, over on Sunday, was working on a few projects, and I told you that the Nova was going to have its own version of invisible dark technology. There's going to be about 4 colors with that, or 4 shades of color with that. Right now we have the, I guess we would call this like a dark silver version of it. I'm using my Sony VPL FH36. This projector is 5200 lumens. This is very important to use this projector because I need to see if 5200 lumens is going to cause a lamp glare on the opposite side of the screen. So that's what I need to see. Just going through this real quick. Now, the applications for this are different, which means that there's multiple shades. So if you put the first shade on, it's going to be light. As you add a shade to it, a different shade to it over and over again, it's going to get darker and darker and darker and darker. I think I got about 4 or 5, I think, applications on this one to get it to react. We'll get it a little darker. 4K Fish, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'll answer for YouTube. Oh, it feels good to be back online. All right, so this is the front of it right here. Oh, we got a commercial. Usually, I don't get a commercial when we display that particular image or a particular video. All right, there we go. All right, so that's the image we're picking up from the front, right there. Now, let's go around to the back of the screen, and this is what we're getting from the back of the screen. So the most important thing is that when you're doing rear projection, that the back of the screen is smooth. There's no imperfections, which means when you're spraying this, you don't want to see any blots, or you don't want to see any drip marks, or none of that whatsoever. Or basically, like when the Canon spits, it spits drops out. You don't want to see any of that whatsoever. So to put this application, you have to go back and forth. Like I said, it does require a paint sprayer, and it does require you to be trained with the paint sprayer. Or bottom line is you're going to have some complications. So this is the reason why when we usually make this stuff, we never offer it on the website for the customers. Customers will buy it, don't know how to use it or apply it. They'll mess it up, they'll get mad at us. So we only advise for companies to take a hand on this, because usually companies are going to hire a painter to come in and paint the screen professionally. Let me show you all the way around. A little octagon right there. Now, like I said, we're going to have this in black. Maybe it's the blue. Black, blue. Sorry about that. Black, blue, and then we have the dark silver. All those are going to be dark. And then we're going to have a clear version. Clear version is going to be pretty interesting to look at. Really interesting to look at. So like I said, all of these are going to be dark, and they're going to be dark invisible technologies that we're working on. Like I said, we're not dealing with that whole silver gray. No, we're not dealing with that no more. We're putting our time into more darker, more advanced technology. Now, usually when people are using these applications, they use ultra short throw projectors, and I'll tell you why these ultra short throw projectors, because ultra short throw projectors don't give off a lamp glare, because they reflect off a mirror and then they reflect right back onto the screen, and that basically cuts down on the lamp glare. Now, as I said before, this is 5 applications. As I said, I'm about to pump the dead out of this. The more you spray it, the darker it gets. So this allows you to be able to adjust how dark you want the surface. Put the first application on, it's going to be pretty light. Put a second one, it's going to be a little darker. So that's how you're able to adjust it. Now we can get it a little darker than this if we choose. Come back around. Show the front of it. Now, I couldn't find any plexiglass. This is actually made out of those cement dividers. Oh, not cement dividers, wow. I'm really off for words today. This is made out of those plastic dividers they use basically for COVID. We got these for around $17 a piece. They're fantastic. We just doing samples off of them. I will call this person back. Call you back. There you go. This is just basically for us to do. We got a bunch of these to do samples on the different versions of this invisible technology. And like I said, it does come with very detailed instructions because this isn't like taking a cannon. If you're not familiar with the paint cannon, don't go near this stuff. We tell you right from the door. This is why it's going to be set up for invoice only. It will not be on the website. You can't go purchase it. You literally have to email us for this because keep in mind, we don't want customers buying this thinking they're going to roll this on. You're not rolling this on. The spray on application, you have to stand a certain distance from the screen as you're applying it on. Much when you use a paint sprayer, you have to go from back and forth to side, and you have to dust the screen when you paint it. You don't actually apply the surface on. People will paint it in, and they'll put it on heavy. You don't want to do that because you'll leave drip marks and smears and everything, and that will reflect on the opposite side of the screen. It's a dusting coating. Go back and forth, dusting coating. Let it dry. Apply again, dusting coating. It takes time to put this in. So this is going to be a more high-tech professional kit. And like I said, companies lean toward this because they'll come in and buy this, and then usually they'll hire a painter. A professional painter will come in and put the screens in for them. All right, so just showing you a little something there. Now, yesterday I was on Facebook. We took the surface outside. I can't go on the backyard because they cut the grass and it's raining, so I'm going through something today. It's hard for me to breathe out in the back of the house with all the grass. So I was able to get up in the morning, God bless, and I was able to cut down on the side of the house, a lot of the greenery down. So now I have a big fence out there to lay the screen against, and I can do my demonstrations from over there, which is good. I did a demonstration test yesterday, so that came out pretty good on Facebook. I'll put that link at the bottom if you're curious to see the painted junk screen. Because the junk screen because it was a trashy screen I had downstairs in the basement, and decided to bring it back to life and coat it over with our new technology. All right, let me see what else we're going to be doing on the screen. Now, usually when we develop invisible technologies, we haven't did an update since 8. That's how long we haven't did an update on technology. We advise it for any form of transparent surface, as in plexiglass, as in glass, anything you could see through. That's what it's designed for. It's just not designed to be painted on your projection screen. We have paints for that because this will not go the way will not go the way you think it's going to go. Outer space screensavers. This is pretty cool looking on the screen when it's curved like this. Downstairs in the basement, I have a 120-inch acoustic screen. There's a new formula that was coded to it to make the screen front and rear. We will be using ultra short those to demonstrate those screens today. What else are we going to be doing today? Any panel demonstrations? Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the 2 new screens we got to get done. I got 2 screens that already have to be done. We got a Nova Black Hazel, and we got that deep blue. So I got to get those set up. Right now they're going through the weatherproof test. I got them outside right now. Both of them back to back sitting out there. Oh, you weren't there for that right there. The table, yeah, that's something else I'm building. I'm building a tabletop projection screen. We're putting the projector under the table, projecting the image up. So that's being built right there. But anyway, right there, those are the screens outside. So they can be stored outside, not a problem. They're full, the formula that's on it is fully weatherproof. It's gonna be a rainy day today, so this should be good for them. Now, another thing I have to add in there really quick is that when you're applying the application on, even though a quart does up to 120-inch screen, keep in mind that's probably up to 2 coats. If you want the screen to become darker, it takes 5 applications to do so. So as I said before, this is the reason why we're going to make this for companies only, because as I said before, you know, customer may buy it, he may want to put 2 applications on or 5 applications on. It's not going to do that. We might sell by the gallon only. I think we should sell it by the gallon only. And that's what it should be sold. If it's sold by the gallon only, then it's more than enough paint to cover that application, because I don't want somebody to come in, run out, and have to go buy another one for a quart. I think we're just going to keep this strictly at a gallon. That way we cover everything. Unless you're going to go, we're going to do probably a gallon, 2 gallons, and 4 gallons. That's what we're going to do with this. I think that's the best way to do it. That's the way we should do it. We should go a gallon and 2 gallons in a quart. That's what we do. Or no quarts, I'm sorry. Just gallons only. Because, like I said, it takes 5 applications to paint this to a 120-inch screen if you want it darker. I haven't maxed out how dark, which I'm going to have to do today. I'm going to have to pretty much paint this again to see exactly how dark I can get it and how many applications. This is already 4. So we're going to have to sell in gallons, because if somebody gets a 120-inch screen and they have to put down like something like 5 applications, at least they have enough paint to cover it. That's what I'm going to have to do right there. That'll work out much better. This is so good. And as you can see, it's picking up its contrast levels really good. And that's what we want. We want it to be able to pick up its contrast levels. That's very important. Also, I might be working with some micro mesh today too. So I ordered a box of micro mesh. We're going to be building a micro mesh hologram screen using the invisible coating technology too. Same thing. So this has already been applied already to plexiglass. Then we're going to do micro mesh with this, and we're going to do an invisible hologram screen. I think I find a frame for that too. That's what we're going to do next. All right, well, I'm going to shut it down here. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.